Hi, my name's Lorrie Popow, and I just came back from a special event called Pysanky at the Gardens. Because these were live events, the audio and video aren't studio quality, but I know you will still enjoy them very much.
I'm Janelle Avery, and I'm going to show you how to make hangers for egg ornaments. You can buy them ready-made, but I don't care for them all looking alike, so I like to make mine. You must buy bead caps, end caps or bead caps, whatever they call them, wherever bead supplies are, and you can get all different kinds, silver or gold. There aren't as many gold ones, but you can find them, a yellow gold color, and there's lots and lots and lots of silver. I've just been reminded that Marilyn Henderson makes hers too. She uses an eye pin. I bend wire, and so on mine, because I bend wire, and it means there's a loop of 2 wires going into the bead cap has to have a bigger hole because you've got 2 wires going in. The nice thing about the eye pin is there's only 1 wire going in, so you don't have to worry about the size of the hole. Does any of that make sense?
Yes, sure did.
Okay, good. Anyway, I just, any kind of wire. This is actually too thin, but it works. I think this is 24 gauge, and you can use 24, 26, 28, probably not any bigger than that. But just wrap it around anything. A pencil, I choose the bottom of that. And then, oops, sorry.
Remove Marilyn's egg.
So it looks like a breast cancer ribbon.
Okay.
And take your eye pin and you stick those in the hole. Now this comes the tricky part because you got to be real coordinated, and not all of us are. I like to use a plier that looks like this. It doesn't have to. You can use any kind of plier. But you have to squeeze it and make it conform to the inside of that.
I'm wondering about that.
Yeah, this is just the way I do it. If you can find another way, that's fine too. And then trim it so that the wires are not protruding past this edge of the bead cap. Then apply some glue, and you glue it to the top, and hopefully your glue is thick enough that when you let it sit in an egg stand, it'll just sit and dry. And you look at it once in a while to make sure it hadn't done one of these, so you can back up. That's all I do.
Are you using any particular glue?
I usually put a drop of the 6000, that E6000, but I also use a drop of super glue to hold it immediately, so it'll stay in place. But that's just a drop, or less than a drop. Because I want the E6000 to be the main glue, and it'll hold it forever.
That's what I use,
Yeah.
C6000.
But it dries long enough that it might slide off. The super glue keeps it from sliding off. And if you don't have it exactly centered, it's going to go one way or the other. Marilyn uses you know what an eye pin is? Mm-hmm. It's a pin with a loop on the end. And she puts that into a pearl or a bead, and then into the thing, and then puts a jump ring on the end of that.
And what secures the pin from coming out?
She's got it glued in place. I don't know what kind of glue she uses.
But
I glue my pieces together if I'm going to use an eye pin.
Glue
Because
them
there's no
together
way
ahead
to
of
glue
time.
it. There's no way to attach it to the inside of the
What
egg.
kind of glue do you use, Marilyn?
If I'm not doing a crystal bead, I use super glue.
Okay. Yeah, the crystal beads, the super glue will cloud it.
And that otherwise I
see-through
use
beads.
a jeweler's glue. And I've tried it. Have you seen those pins that are, you use the ultraviolet to make it harden?
Oh, no, I've heard of them.
Yeah, I can't find it now, but I used one of those. And if you make sure that the light gets to where the glue is, it works perfectly. But if it's at a place where the light can't get to it, it won't do it at all. So I had some
See, I don't know if you
problems
can
with
see
light not
this,
getting
but
the
this one
parts.
here is the store-bought kind, the kind you get from the Ukrainian stores. And it's fine. I mean, it's fine. It's easy to use, and they're easy to get. They're a little pricey. I had never figured out why they charge so much for them. But anyway, and these are all homemade, and to me, it's just more interesting. But
Find them anywhere else?
Like she.
you can't
she
find
spread
these
the bottom.
anywhere
Yeah.
but the Ukrainian
That's why
stores.
That's
why they're a little pricey.
I made them.
They do
They're
have.
all made with this.
But you're talking about the bead
Where did
caps?
you get the bead
Any
cap?
beads.
Amazon.com,
Okay.
Fire Mountain
Fire Mountain
Gems.
Make sure that
Hobby Lobby
Now-
carries
They
them.
do have, at the egg shows, they do have some that are similar to this, but again, pricey. I'm very fortunate that I can get these from the Ukrainian gift shop at wholesale price.
Oh, look at you.
I don't know, if you teach, the Ukrainian gift shop will give you a teacher's discount, but I do not know if they will give you that at a teacher's discount.
What I was talking about
Get more
using.
variety if you do what you're doing.
Right, I like the variety. Some people like them to be uniform. I don't want the uniformity.
doesn't touch the.
What I was talking about, the size of the hole in the end cap, if you use an eye pin, it can be real little. If you use a wire that you bend, you're gonna have to have a bigger hole. This is the difference. There's no way I could get 2 wires into this one. I don't know if you can see how small
You
that hole is.
can make eye pins yourself,
You can,
and then it'd be
but
a
this
single
wire
but
is so
it's-
thin it wouldn't hold it.
No,
This is
it
too
sticks
thin.
out slightly too because you're having to wrap the wire around the
Right.
end.
Right. But anyway, that's really all. Sometimes I've used, I don't know what these are called, you might know what they're called, that little.
The spacers.
It's like a
Spacers.
ring, it's like a ring.
Spacers.
And I've used that, I've glued that on and used a ribbon loop.
The E6000, if you put the E6000 onto the egg and just hold it there for 30 seconds to 45 seconds, it will stay. You just have to be patient enough to hold it, and you don't need the super glue.
E6000.
Yeah.
The
That's one of
6000 is very
yeah,
viscous.
it's-
That's the only
Yeah.
yellow gold I have.
yeah. You find it at, you guys have Michael's?
Find it everywhere.
Find
find it
everywhere.
at-
It's not
Home
hard.
Depot.
I mean,
Thank you, Janelle.
I make rosaries, that's why I have so many of these. I normally don't, I didn't know if y'all wanted to play, you're welcome to.
I hope this video has helped you. Please subscribe to my channel to get updates of new videos. Visit my website at lorriepopow.com. Hugs!